Welcome to Python for Introductory Statistics. In this video, you will learn how to make histograms. Let's look at this example. So this example is about the US senators that they aged as of 2021. And earlier we made a frequency distribution of group frequency distribution, but now we'll make a plot or a graph of the histogram for this. So let's take this, let's copy this data and we're going to put it in our Google Colab. But first, now because we're graphing, we have to import the graphing utility, the library that we use for graphing in Google Colab or in Python is going to be matplotlib, and it's already here. So I'm going to copy it from here. It's called matplot library, but don't forget there is matplotlib.py plot as PLT. So because it's so long to write all this, we'll just take the letter PLT, the word PLT here. All right, now let's bring our data, which is the age of US senators, and I'm going to paste it here. There it is. Now we have the data ready. Now we're going to make histogram. So now instead of numpy MP, now we need the matplot library. So we're going to do PLT is the name of the library, and then dot we're going to do a histogram, so it's called HIST, not the whole histogram, but his is going to work. And then the data is X, and the number of bins, which is number of classes, I believe was 5. So we'll do 5 bins, and let's just see what comes out of this. So let's run this, and there is a histogram. Now we can add a couple of more things there. So first, we can add colors to the line, the edge. So we can use the edge colors. We're going to make it solid black in single quotes. If you use the letter K and run this, it looks slightly better. See, now the bars are clearly distinct. Now, something else that's not probably clear is look at the x-axis. The tick marks are 40 and 45, 50, which they do not match with the lower and the upper bars. So for this, we can add more functions to this. So what we will do is we're gonna the values that this function gives as an output. There are 3 values. It gives frequencies, it gives the class limits, right, which we're not going to list, but the class limits, and something called putts. We don't need those, so we're not going to worry about it, but we're going to need the class limits. So what we're going to do here is, as part of the plot, once we're already calling the PLT that histogram, but now we can add this additional function from PLT to this plotting library. We can ask use X tick marks, all right? They're called X ticks, and we're going to use X ticks to be the class limits. That way, it will have a better X-axis. So now, if we run this program, notice that it listed what it did. We don't need all this. We just need here. See, it started at 41 up to 49, 49, 57, 65, and so on up to the oldest, which is 81. We can add more like labels and titles, and all those things can be added easily. We could, let's say, let's do that as well. So right here, we could do PLT that subtitle. It's right here. So we can call this senators or age, right? Age of senators. We can add the x-axis to be PLT that X label. We can use, again, that's their age as well. And we could do even the y-axis or the frequencies. So PLT that Y label, and we can have for the Y label its frequency. So we can call it frequency. Right? And that will add more meaning to the graph right here. Right? So there's age here, there's frequency, and the title is here, age.